Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. Welcome to another episode of Shadow Smokes Legion Life. And this episode is a little bit, I guess, different because this is something that we do pretty much every year. As you know, today is 9/11. And with that said, we want to remember those who fell victim, those who sacrificed to rescuers, firefighters, and all that stuff. So I want to give an opportunity for us to kind of get together and just light up a cigar for them. Now a lot of people was like, Tony, you just want to smoke a cigar. No, usually this is the time where we smoke cigar anyway. We will do our cigar reviews. We're gonna smoke a cigar anyway, and this is literally to dedicate a cigar to them because even if we don't do this live, we could have smoked any cigars. But I wanted to be there and said, we remember, we don't forget such tragedy happened. In fact, yesterday I was on YouTube watching a lot of replay of recording of that day's news. There's a lot of people that was doing the replay and recording of that news, and bring that memory back is almost unreal that we lived through that and survived. It's really crazy. Like I remember when that happened, I was still in school, and I got a text message from one of my friend who, at the time, didn't got to school yet because he doesn't have any class in the first block. He's like, "Did you know someone just attacked the Pentagon?" I literally remember walking across the school main corridor and typing, "Which fucking idiot is that dumb?" on my cell phone. And next thing you know, I think it was like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. That's when all the news happened with the flight that ran into uh, the World Trade. So yeah, and by just looking at it, the video, you can only imagine how scary that is. And I saw, and I remember there is clips, and I actually watched it yesterday, of after the first twin tower fell down, the firefighter walked out of that smoke, frustrated. One of the guy tossed his helmet. So angry. It's like he tried to save somebody, and that thing went down. That means there's no way. So it went from rescuing to recover. So it's a tragic, but I also think that's when United States really at a time that shows that we are united, right? Everyone was one. Like, everybody tried to help, everybody tried to do things. Military is on guard. Everything was it was quick. It was together. It was not the best thing to live through, but I think but we did. We lived through it. So I wanted to take this opportunity. I'm gonna smoke a Pledge of the Legion um, for them. And I hope everybody's, taking a moment, light up a cigar, and just, pass a little smoke up. There we go. Now
Happy Monday.
every year I usually kind of like added a banner, but this year I didn't get to because every year I just change the year. But like I feel like it's better if I just come up and talk about it,
Oh yeah. I just remember I was just in school and then my teacher was like, look at the TV. And I was like, oh, what's going
Oh yeah,
I was just very young.
we have. I think I was a junior year, and I remember we all rushed to our like nearest classroom looking for a rollover TV that we just plug in to watch.
Or
And I
we
remember
didn't have a
walking around. What did you say?
we have a TV that's already hanging up. So
Well, yeah. I mean, for us, it was the TV had to roll over, like and plug it in.
yeah,
And I remember because we didn't have cable when I watched the news, a few of us went to find hangers and bent it just so that we can get TV. But it worked, and we're watching some TV and the news and all that stuff. And I remember that's one day I've seen the most repeat image of anything. Like
yep.
from 10 a.m. all the way through the day and night, it was just the tower
It was
getting
like
hit and
everywhere
falling
too,
down.
like
It was
everywhere.
everywhere. Because I went to work after school at a shoe store, and they were playing the same thing. They were playing the same thing, and then the shoe store, uh, the the shoe store's owner, the old man, he used to be like police affiliated, so he had a police scanner playing in the shop all the time, and you can hear everybody just bitching about this whole thing, like angry about this whole thing in the police radio.
Damn.
And the TV with tiny TV in the corner, that's usually not on. It's on playing the same thing over and over and over again. I remember that. It was it's just a horrible day. Like it's one of those days like you, you live through it and you never want to forget it. Well, you want to forget it, but you never would forget it because you don't want to forget those people who went through it. And something like this, it continues to haunt the people even afterward, right? Even afterward, because um, people who have been in the rescue effort got methotheliomas, that got lung disease and all that stuff that passed away after, right?
Hmm.
I remember there was like a rescue dog there too that passed away after, and it's a lot of people that tried to help or didn't run away from that debris and smoke fast enough. All the firefighters got long-lasting disease from that. You know, it continues to remind you, even if you try to forget. And me living in Massachusetts, so we had that happen, right? And after a while, we got this Boston Marathon thing happen. But even the Boston Marathon thing didn't feel nearly as tragic or scary as that day at 9/11, because we actually felt like we're being attacked. Like I remember we're right next to Hanscom Airfield, our school. When that happened, I remember hearing helicopter and jets flying all over the place, and we thought we were being attacked because literally they were having jets going out. Anything that's still flying, they were ordered to shoot them down or have them land. I remember that because we were right next to a military base. So yeah, it was surreal. It was relatively scary.
Oh
I
no, I
remember
was
we have a lot of
I wasn't
we
close
have
to it.
we have a lot of students whose parents were in that tower. Literally, the school actually made announcements says if you got a phone call and you need to go, just leave. And we have
Wow.
yeah we have I've seen a few girls that just left the room, just gone. Didn't come back for like a month because their father or their mother or their family member were on there. That's literally if your family work in the financial industry at all, um, it's probably somewhere there because that is the building to be. So yeah, they did add a lot of more names there, and like it's still surreal because when you go to that site now, is what the Freedom Tower now it's called, and you go there, you're like, has it been that long that this thing is already built? You don't think about that, right? You don't really like, oh my god, that happened. Because I
Yeah.
remember they took forever. Like that place was all boarded up. You can't go and just see the debris and stuff like that. I remember that time, but I don't go there that often now. But when I pass by, I'm like, whoa, shit has been that long. But it feels not. It feel like it doesn't feel like that long ago, right? If you when somebody say, oh, a song or something that's 10, 15 years old, and they're like, right now it's 2023, not 2013, not 20. That happened 22 years ago.
Yep. It's been a while, and
Yeah,
we still remember it like it's yesterday. It's crazy, right?
right. Yeah, when I saw the recording of the news, it's so blurry on my screen, my big screen, because it's so always recorded
It's
on a
old, yeah.
VHS or something like that. You're like,
Yep.
wow, that's the quality that we used to watch TV on. But yeah, I watched the entire, I think, 2 hours of news, and it still felt so fresh. It's still I can still feel the same feeling when that happened. By the way, I want to say hi to Melissa Rose. I think she just subscribed to us like yesterday, and I did see her request to join the Shadow Smoke Legion. But
Oh.
I want her to know that Melissa, Shadow Smoke Legion is a invite only group. All you had to do is to find one member that's willing to give you an invite, and you will be able to join and go through the whole process. But you just have to find someone to give you that. And
If you
people who's usually in the chat room or the chat, if you're here enough, someone will give it to you, just like me.
all right, Melissa, with your name, your girl, go to Martin. He's thirsty. Go to Martin. He will get you in.
Yeah, well, invite only group. I don't want you to think that I'm ignoring you to see that your request. I did see the invite. I did see the request. I want to explain to you that it is an invite only. You just had to find someone for your invite. So yeah, I mean, even though I'm lining up a smoke for them, I had to say, like, thinking
Oh,
about the situation and smoke a cigar, the cigar doesn't taste nearly as good as usual because it's got a little bit of weight to it. It's got a little bit of history, sadness, respect, all that weight. 20 years of weight is on the cigar. So it's like it doesn't taste celebrating for sure. That should be easy. We got plenty. We got way too many members in Texas. We got way too many members in Texas.
of
That should be
course,
easy.
Val. Val have to ask that question.
Of course. So yeah, I do want to ask Melissa though. Like, do you smoke cigars? Like, what do you like to smoke? That kind of stuff. Because I know nothing about her. So so yeah, this is gonna be my cigar for today. Usually, you know, Eric and I was now 9 o'clock. We'll let up a cigar to review, enjoy the cigar,
Yep.
chat. But I think that it's appropriate that we spend the time to be here, to be together. Anybody want to tell their stories to us and want to comment about it? Uh, we're here. We're here. We're here until the cigar is over, and then we're gonna move on to recording a podcast.
Hmm.
Hopefully, I'll be in a better mood. I'm in a really, really heavy mood right now because I'm thinking about it. I'm
No,
like,
I just woke up from that from 30 minutes ago. So yeah, I'm trying to.
oh, that's you. That's you. That's you.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
different. I was watching the news and talking on the phone for a long time. And when I say news, it's pre-recorded news, so I can pause and watch and pause and watch.
Yeah, I watch
So,
a few the past couple of days.
no, well, I watched those. And today, I was mostly watching. Like, I'm not. I try to not watch the 9/11 stuff the day of. I watched it yesterday. I watched it the day before, but today I was just
Oh, you
watching.
watch those kind of news? You
I
actually watch news?
Oh, no. I'm talking about like the re-recording, the recording of those days on 9/11.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
And today I was just actually mostly watching weather, trying to figure out where Lee is going.
okay. Is Lee hitting you or no?
Lee was gonna hit me. Lee's gonna hit me.
Oh.
Not by a lot, but it's still gotta be here. It's just windy.
You gotta turn into Chris Tucker, bro.
Come on, Lee. Come on. Yeah. But there's another system that's coming up right on the tail end. Hopefully that one just turns and go and not go near us.
Yeah, one of my customers was talking about the hurricane that
Mhm.
they say it's going up to New York and shit. I was like,
Yeah, it's gonna miss you
they,
guys completely.
yeah, it's like it's insane.
Yeah.
And
Like
we're closer to them.
here's Georgia. Here is Lee. Lee's gotta go.
Yep.
Not even close. Oh, Connecticut kind of girl. Okay. So you like light cigars. You like creamy, woodsy flavoring. That's good. I think like if you, how long have you been smoking? How long have you been smoking cigar? I guess could be smoking anything, but how long have you been smoking cigars?
Last month, bro.
Last month. Last month, actually, that would be a good news because that means we can tell you there's a lot more to explore. Like
Yeah, that's
everybody
a
starts out as something like, except this guy, 660, but a lot of people start out at Connecticut. They have so much to look forward to because pretty much everything else out there
yeah.
is better than Connecticut.
Yep.
You
There's
got a
so
lot
much
to
out
look
there
forward
that's
to.
like, hey, no, she's smoking Magic Toast. She ain't just smoking Connecticut.
Oh yeah, Magic Toast is not Connecticut.
Yeah, that's Tony Liga Pravada Killer. So
Magic Toast is as dark as you gotta get.
yeah, yeah, that thing is dark, boy. Like that thing don't play. That's a good cigar if it's like a nice one.
Yeah, the construction is the issue. Everything else, I think, is okay. Construction is the issue. Yeah, Magic Toast is darker than what I'm smoking right now.
Oh, she's been smoking almost as long as me.
6 years. Okay.
Hmm.
So she tried to trick us by saying that I'm a Connecticut kind
I'm
of
a
girl.
Connecticut guy, girl.
You're definitely
Yeah,
not a
okay.
Connecticut kind of
Okay.
girl. I think what she meant was like the sports. what scenes in Connecticut? I don't know. Connecticut kind of girl. You're not Connecticut kind of girl. 6 year in, 6 year in. I don't think anybody will
6 years,
smoke
yeah.
just Connecticut for 6 years. They will move on to something stronger.
Or maybe she tends to like Connecticut better, right?
But she's smoking a Magic Toast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, it is the evening. You need something to, oomph for the evening, you know?
Well, there's some people finish up with the light cigar and the coffee, and basically keep going through the night.
Well, that's you. You're talking about you.
Sometimes she venture out her comfort zone.
Okay.
No, if you can smoke a magic toast, you're pretty much at the spectrum of majority of cigar out there,
Yep. You're
right?
pretty.
Medium
Yeah.
range, you know, you can do Habano, you can do Maduro, you can do Connecticut.
No, if you do magic
You're in
toast,
the
you can
medium
do.
range already.
Yeah, you're already good. You're already good to go in every of the
Yeah,
cigar.
just there are only few exceptions, like Julius Caesar. Don't touch that.
Hey,
You
that's a
know,
good cigar, bro.
but it's so heavy.
No, how?
If somebody tell you their comfort zone is Connecticut, you gotta tell them that go smoke a Julius Caesar. You're crazy.
It's a good cigar, though.
I didn't say it was a bad cigar. I just don't touch it because you gotta turn green.
No, you won't. She won't turn green.
Well, Diamond
She'll be
Crown,
fine.
Julius Caesar, 660s for Flathead, 770,
Nah, she
880, you name it. Any of those numbers, watch out for that.
won't. Yeah, I mean they're yeah. Don't go for the bigger size too. But you could fit in the Toro of Julius Caesar.
But again, we just talked about that on the podcast the other day. Color doesn't tell you everything, right?
You actually, if you want to hop into the stronger cigar, I would suggest a smaller Vitola. It feel better because it go by faster.
Yeah, it's less likely to catch you, right? That's why a lot of people
Hmm.
like Corona size because
Yeah,
like by the time you finish, you're pretty much there,
yeah.
but it
You pretty
didn't
much.
catch you by surprise. Like
Yep.
if you have like a Solomon, it's gonna catch you by
Oh
surprise.
shit! Gonna fuck you up
Yeah,
if you don't watch for it. Yeah.
you're like right past that little brunt, and you're like, oh, something's coming up. Nope,
But yeah,
overspending.
like,
I feel heavy, sweating,
but yeah, if
knees
you want to
weak,
try strong
arms.
cigar, I would suggest a small Vitola will work.
Yeah, a lot of people like the Corona size because number one, it doesn't take that long to smoke. It's about 45 minutes an hour. Number two, by
Hmm.
the time it catches you, you're done.
Yep.
Right. And number three, their blends are usually very concentrated, more flavor.
Hmm. But for some reason, I don't smoke them too much. I do smoke them. Don't get me wrong, I got them. But I just don't smoke them too much.
But they're just too tiny for someone that's expecting to smoke an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that basically
But
says that
dude,
we had to smoke at least two cigars.
but the thing is, like, I'm very surprised when I smoke a cigar and it lasts 2 hours. I was like, "God, this fucking thing is way too long." Like, I like it around like an hour and 30 minutes. That's really good for me.
Yeah, today does call for something strong. I agree. I agree. Because you have a really strong heart and strong mind. Heavy, heavy heart, heavy mind today. And you just have to smoke something deep and give you some relaxing mind.
What's up
And
for the microphone? Just plug on you.
you just have to suck harder. Right? You
I'm
just
just
have
joking.
to kind of get through that part, feel more relaxed, and get through the next day. And it's just like when 9/11 happened. The day after that, United States was united.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
Literally, no
Oh
one
yeah.
was talking about some politics shit. We're all talking about how we got to protect our country, how we got to protect our people. Anybody needs help, right?
Yep.
Everyone was helping. It
No,
was,
normal day we have our differences, right? We deal with it, whatever. But that day though, nobody have any difference. There was no race. There was no difference. Everybody had the same thoughts, same feeling.
and it's kind of sad because I have not seen United States being that united for a long time since then.
But you don't want that, right? I'd be happy when
But
because shit, when we're united, that
but
we got some shit going.
at that time, even though it's tragedy, but it felt good. It felt American, right? It felt good. It felt like I'm part of that. I want to do something. Now it's like I don't even want to turn on the news because we have some crazy shit going
Yeah, but like when we cooperate with each other as a whole, there got to be a reason, right? We fight each other all the time, and the normal day by day, right? Every day, we don't fight each other all the time, but we have arguments and stuff like that. But
We're finding the dumbest shit right now. We're finding the dumbest shit right now, and this is gonna offend somebody. But what's your pronoun?
my pronoun,
I don't want to know. Right? That's the dumbest shit. That's not even important. You look at all the enemies out there. You're looking at, hey, don't look at my race, but you look at China and shit. You look at all this Syria versus all this crazy shit Russia and all that stuff. And we're not paying attention to those. We're paying attention to this little crap.
well, pronouns is important.
Is it? Can I not just call you Eric?
I'm just kidding.
Can
Pronouns
I not
retarded.
address myself? Say Tony says, Eric says, Tony this,
Oh no,
Tony that, Eric says.
you could use you could use that. Just just make sure you call it a he, a she, or she or he, one of it, or it. You gotta call it. Sorry. Make sure you don't offend
That's
nobody.
a part of the things that I don't understand is because grammar already defined what it is used from. So you can't just say you gotta call me they, them, or it, because grammar that's incorrect in grammar. Like, why will you use they if it's plural? Like, how many? I understand that you want to change your pronoun, but how many of you are there?
Shit, that was a nice one.
They are coming. How many? One. Where you just say they. So am I making food for one or am I making food for 50?
No, different man. When they show up, you head count. You know.
What, you gotta cook when they show up? You cook before they show up. You cook an entire meal good for 20 people and one person show up, like, they better finish that damn dinner. It's Moon Festival. I got fucking 25 mooncake over there. You better eat it all. And for those people who never eat a mooncake, one is not to fuck you up.
Mooncake is heavy.
I just ate one. I almost went to a food coma. There's 2 egg yolk in there. Live every day like September 12th. I would love to, but I don't think it will work out. Because nowadays, the new generation didn't live through that, and actually, I feel like a lot of people take their life for granted. Literally, life is too easy right now.
You know how that's how probably the people that fight in the war and stuff feel about us.
Right, and I agree. And that's why I have so much respect for the military people.
Yeah.
Military
Oh,
people
I
are
love
hard.
the military. Yep. I love the
Right?
military
Every
people.
day, they are living through, like, what if where I am, a fucking bomb just dropped. Right? We don't have to worry
Yep.
about that. We're like, oh, I'm all the way in Massachusetts, all the way on the other side. Missile's not going to reach me.
Yeah.
So that's another thing I would think about before I move to Texas, because now we have hurricanes, we got hail, we might have missiles. So, right? You never know when one day Putin just like, I'm going to die. I'm just going to release all the bomb. Because I'm not going to spend my money anyway. I'm just like, click, everything shoots. And then Kim Jong-un just like, oh, I just saw my daughter. She's super fat. I'm going to shoot everything too. Right?
Okay.
Now, my wife was just talking about, like, did you see Kim Jong-un's
The thing
daughter? I
is,
was like, do I want to know?
Kim Jong Un won't attack America. He loved the NBA too much.
No, he just had to get like Dennis Rodman. I'm about to shoot something. Fly over. He'll probably call Bill Clinton too. Yo, Bill Clinton, we're good friends. Come over too. I'm gonna shoot something. Right? I don't like. I really don't understand. Well, not that I don't understand. I don't understand the people why they will still allow such dictatorship without a coup. You know,
Without what?
the coup. Like they try to overthrow a government that is still dictatorship. Because their military is not living any better, really. They're still living in like, only difference is that they live in the property with guns. They're still living in poverty. So
Yeah, but it's hard to fight with people with guns. You don't have
unfortunately,
any.
I think some people did forget, and it's a damn shame. You know, here's the thing. I really do. I do agree that a lot of people forgot, and I don't. I think a lot of people think that because they were not involved, well, they were. None of their family was in New York and stuff like that. They didn't feel like they're related to it. You know, a lot of new kids, they're born nowadays know, after 2001, 2002, 2003, 2010, they're not gonna know. It's just reading history book, right? It's like you mentioning Vietnam War to a war vet, they will feel different than you talk Vietnam War in class.
Yep. But to be honest, I'm Vietnamese. In the Vietnam War, I don't feel anything about it at all. You know.
Yeah.
So, oh,
Well,
happy birthday, Steve.
um, how do I say that? I don't feel anything about World War II where Japanese people were, you know, power
Mhm.
over Chinese people. I don't feel anything about that because none of those people are alive. They're all dead, right? And at least that I feel like is in a way, and this is gonna sound wrong, but don't take it the wrong way. Warranted because what were you expecting in the war? That
What
this
I
sounds
expect in
really
war.
cold blooded, right? What are you expecting in the war?
People gonna die.
Right. And why do you think we have all these pacts now? We have all these UN and all that stuff and resolution and stuff like that. It's to prevent that. Because when it's war, all is fair. Right? They have their reason to fight a war. We have a reason to defend. Same thing. They all
Yep.
thought they were doing the right thing.
People start dying, man.
Right? And this is why I'm kind of glad I'm born in an era which is peaceful.
Semi.
Well, to us,
Yeah.
it's
To
peaceful.
us, it's
Like
peaceful.
we
Yeah.
haven't seen the map rearranged for a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because back then, man, they keep fighting, man. They fight all the time.
Yeah, at that time, like I want this area. I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna take this. I'm glad that's not our era. And I guess we,
It's
we
in the
do
good.
live well to take that for granted. So
Oh yeah. Oh, we definitely do. Come on, we're sitting smoking cigars,
right,
right? You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
that's a huge luxury already.
But think about this way: how many people sacrificed in World War I, World War II, Korean War, Vietnam War, and all that stuff, and even the Afghanistan War, just so that we can live here and don't be completely oblivious to anything that's happening.
To the world. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, our news barely talk about it. Our news talk about somebody, go destroy artwork in like Italy or France or whatever, but not how's our military doing over there? Nobody, right? When's the last time you say, oh, our news crew just decided to go visit the military to see how they're doing?
Mm-mm.
Nope. But The news crew will go over there and say, "Hey, all these idiots are sitting in the middle of the road blocking the traffic because they don't like oil." And what's the dumbest part is they're blocking in front of oil refinery for cooking oil, not even oil for your freaking gasoline.
Does happen.
That's the era we're living in. Like where dumb shit is more important on the news than the important shit. That's why I don't watch news anymore. Like I'll watch old stuff, old recording, or I'll watch a pre-recorded news so that I can fast forward to all the dumb shit. Right?
The only time I watch the news is when I'm at work because the TV is in front of me and the news is on. And the only thing that catches my attention is something interesting, not like retarded shit. So, yeah.
Now, after I got that off my chest, hey, happy birthday, Steve. There we go. I want to say in a happy tone. We should be grateful daily for the people who have made the ultimate sacrifice to preserve our country and the lives we're lucky to live. Yeah, and I agree. Like, they really don't get a lot. They really don't get a lot, and the minimum we can give is respect. Now, I kind of think that military discount is retarded. And don't get me wrong here, because I literally think that they should have a flat out not pay for any shit.
I know where you're going. Yep.
Right? They are only willing to sacrifice, destroy their entire body to be prepared for anything that's gonna happen. Because it could be had nothing happen, their body's still destroyed. Right? And then I come back and they have to argue over like a 10% discount.
Like, come on, man. You could do better. You know what I mean? We could do better for them. You know?
We got $52 billion in military spending. We cannot give them all just pretty much free food. Free food, free room, free boarding. This is literally what China did. And if China can do it, I think America can do it. China, when they go through the their war with Mao Zedong, every military was assigned land and houses for free.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Communist Party. And so they just assign. Here you go. You have one housing, you have housing. Everybody got housing. Granted, after that, they didn't care. Those house got old, nobody fixed it, and all that stuff. But
hey,
that was a shit.
right?
Yeah. But like our military over here, after you serve 20 years to get any shit, first of all. That's a long ass fucking time. Right? I think if they serve, 5-6 years should be enough. That's a long time to give up in your life. Right? If average person live until their 60s, right? Because they said the retirement age, like pretty much think that you gotta die before that. So 67 is retirement age. In their 50s, they should be not be able to do anything at that point, right? So you serve your youth away 5 years is 10% of your life. You want people to serve 20 out of a 50. That's 40% of your life. And then you give them some benefit.
Yeah.
And now that benefit wasn't free everything.
Got a couple break here and there.
10% discount, free medical care. And that medical care kind of sucked donkey balls.
Exactly. Like. Yeah.
They should be like coming home. Welcome home, soldier. Here's your brand new house built just for you. It doesn't have to be big. But here's a brand new house built just for you. You're all set. All your furnitures are in there. Courtesy of American citizens.
That's not a bad idea, man. Imagine come home through all those years, whatever work you put in. You'd be like, you actually have a place to stay. You're stuck
right?
in it.
Because they give up
You
their
feel
life
welcome.
to serve. They don't have time to fight fight over career to get a
Yep.
nice place, right? They have to get it after. But if imagine you serve 20 years, you got the time to fight a career.
No.
They go look for a job. So where did you work? U.S. military. Um, did you work for I don't know, any Fortune 500 companies?
No, I work for the military. The one that
Exactly,
make
right?
you make you make you save in this fucking seat that you interviewed me in.
You know, they should come back and say, hey, Elon Musk, the only reason you can sit on that chair is because me went over there. So why don't you give me my house? And Elon Musk should be like, sure, I'm glad to do it. But nope. Elon Musk says, that money goes to China. We're going to make those Teslas that no one's going to drive. Let's do that.
And we gotta go explore Mars.
And then those soldiers go to Burger King and says, I would like to get my military discount. And then you got some idiot Karens and just like, you're a fake. You don't deserve that 10% discount. And you're like, really?
I'm a fake.
Really?
You know how
Okay.
I would feel if I was in the military and somebody called me a fake? I
But
would
there,
feel,
okay.
oh my
So there
god.
are stolen valors, right? There
There
are
is.
stolen
Yes.
valors.
Yes.
Right. But somebody came in, obviously served. You know, obviously they take out their ID for that 10% discount. You shut the fuck up and give them that burger for free.
Yeah. That's horrible, right? To be called a fake, but you actually did it. Oh
Right.
my god.
Somebody like
Oh my
this should be
god.
the law where the United States should have a law that says the moment that you show that military card or retired vet or like, you know, or just fucking walk anywhere and pull out your Purple Heart, everything will be free. That should be the case.
But then you know how many people are gonna fucking try to copy that shit?
Or, you know, you can kind of tell whether or not this person earned the Purple Heart. They're missing something.
Oh shit. Damn.
Okay. But if somebody show up in Purple Heart, I don't care if you're Michelin 1 star, Michelin 3 star, you better let this guy come in and eat for free and let him out.
Yep. You know, I was thinking about that if I ever own business. Yeah.
Well,
They can get
that's
more
a
than
problem.
10%.
I don't think any of them is gonna go to do nails, but
The women,
oh, they might. Okay,
you know, I get some women that come in.
then you should better than giving them for free. In fact,
I
you help
can't.
them draw
The
extra flag
manager,
on the thing for free.
I give them free designs and stuff. My manager doesn't give shit out for free, bro.
I think that's what they deserve, right? Your cigar lounge, a vet come in, you
Oh
better not
man,
charge any cover charge and give him one drink for free.
I'll be like, how many cigars you want, bro?
Anytime you're here, you go pick a cigar, just smoke. Fine.
Yep.
And that should be the thing. Okay, I know the business has to make money. You don't have a lot to lose, but having the vet come in and enjoy one cigar,
It's not gonna hurt
even
you.
if every day, you're not gonna go broke,
Yeah, it's not gonna hurt you, man.
right? And then whatever cigar they buy to bring home, you give them a small discount. You're not gonna go broke.
No.
In fact, I'll be surprised if your business doesn't do very well.
Oh, you're gonna do very well. Oh, people that shit gonna go straight out. People gonna talk about you.
Yeah.
You know, respect the country, right?
Yeah. Because you wouldn't have a place to stay and open up a place if United States military didn't react and allow more airplanes just go.
Yep. Not just airplane, maybe missile too. Shit.
Oh, did you not know about kamikazes? Right. They
Yeah,
should get the
kamikaze.
best. They should get the best. And really do. I like, you know, sometimes I'm joking about it because obviously I don't have the power to do it, but you know, they should come back and they should have every like masseuse come massage them for their pain every single day. Well, I'm being like serious because a lot of them come back with joint pain, back pain, arm, like even phantom pain. Those phantom pain never goes away, and they should have those anything to make them happy because they did everything to make us happy. Well, make us having the ability to be happy.
Because I tell you this right now, I am not made for war.
Oh,
So
I
that
can't either. You tell me to run those things.
mm,
I won't even pass boot camp. You kidding me?
exactly, bro. I can't. No fucking way.
Right? Like I cannot. Like don't even make me go on the starting point of that boot camp. I'll be like, I give up. Sorry.
Yeah, I fail. I fail immediately. I like fuck this shit. I can't.
Yeah. It's not easy, whether for man or woman. It's not easy.
Hmm. For anybody, no way. You gotta actually. You're physically gifted too, and mentally strong.
My wife read this question thing that she asked me. I never brought it up as a question of the day because I think it's kind of stupid. They asked, why will people join the military willingly?
Because they want to fight and protect the country, protect what they love.
And I thought it was kind of dumb to have that question. Even if it's not for the country, they do feel like they have something to provide, to give. And it's
Hmm.
more important what they're doing right now. So they want to do it. But I'm gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
honest with you, okay? Majority of us, including me, will be like, yeah, sitting on my sofa is more important than fighting the war.
Um.
They are very selfless to say whatever I'm not doing right now, whatever I'm doing right now is not nearly as important as to serve the country. So I want to serve the country. We can do
Yep.
that.
The thing is, if anything, if I always say to myself, if they need me and they let me do it in that moment, in that time that they need me, they absolutely need me. Pick me up, bro. Just pick me up. I do what I can.
Yeah, I don't mind to do what I can to help. For example, if something does happen and says, hey, we need some Asian nerds to be in our fucking thing and just, I don't know, hand people coffee. I'm like, I'll do it.
Now they get up. Like, are we like we are absolutely in a fucking war that everybody need everybody? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
My
a,
wife company did like a charity thing and they asked her if she want to go. It was like a military lunch. They just go and help them serve and stuff like that. The lunch. I was like, you fucking go. You fucking go, because that's way better than working. Go fucking just go. And she did. She did. She enjoyed it. But
she win it. She win and do it. Oh,
mhm.
nice shit. Okay.
She's like, yeah, I don't know if I should do it. You go fucking go. You go. I don't even care if it's a Saturday or Sunday. You go. She did. But I think that was like a weekday or something like that. Thursday, I think.
Yeah, it's a Thursday.
Yeah. And she went and she said everybody was nice. Yeah. What were you thinking? They're all monsters and eat you? They're very nice. They obviously they already give up a good chunk of portion of their life. And you have the opportunity to give them lunch, do it. Do it. I never
No,
had
most.
I never have seen like people give a military person a hard time. I personally have bought a few small meal for the people, but I really do wish one day I see those idiots, those stupid Karens, just argue about their military discount. I'll be like, I will literally, and I swear to God, I would go over there and say whatever she ordered times two and give it to this guy, and I'll pay for it
Yeah, but
because
that's not
that
the point. Right?
this
The point is like,
nobody should
you
be
you can't even.
disrespecting the military, right? They should get
And
more
those
than what
Karen
they
gonna
get.
go after you.
They
Then
didn't
you
go
have
after
no
me. I
problem.
got
Yeah.
nothing. I got nothing. Okay, in comparison, I don't deserve the same respect. And I think everybody should respect those people that served and came back. And those people who came back, you should treat them twice as nice. Because it's
Yep.
that hard to go through it and come back. And the fact you can come back normal, that's even harder. I don't think anybody will come back normal. I have a friend whose husband's serving, and they literally said, "Your next location to serve is this camp. You move over there." They're living in a place, and then they just tell them to move. They just tell them to move. They were in a situation of adopting a kid, and they have such a hard time to adopting the kid because they had to move. When you adopt the kid, you had to stay in the same state for X amount of time. The
You
husband's
know,
so busy she can't have a kid.
does that mean I have to
It's
go
rough.
talk to my ex? Now we talking about this?
Why?
Because my ex, I did spy her, and she in the military.
No, you can still give her respect. It doesn't mean you have to like her.
No, it just randomly hit my head. I was like, she did went to the military. Holy shit!
Let me put it out there. My brother tried to go through boot camp and did not pass. That's how hard it is. My brother can go through dealing with hard long day work in dealer, dealing with idiots all day long, deal with stress of the clients and all that fuck. But he cannot go through 3 days of boot camp. Didn't even pass boot camp. Live in New York, that was a stressful place to live. All that crap. Work until 2 a.m. in the morning every day. Cannot pass 3 days of boot camp. And we're talking about when he was young too, like fresh out of college. He's still fit.
Yeah, I'm old and fucking unfit now. Shit. Now, be funny if I could make it through anything.
Now you don't even tell me to do a push up. If you try to
Uh,
tell me to do a push up, I'll show you how face plant looks like. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's even though 9/11 itself is not directly related to military, it's mostly the first responders, it's mostly
yep.
the the volunteers and the victim. I should also mention that all those people deserve respect. If you walk by the Freedom Tower, give them a little bit of respect too. Pay a little respect because that could be you. That could be one of your family member that's in there, and they were selfishly spending their time, take out their time to go try to recover bodies, try to clean out the place, try to do all that stuff, and subsequently got sick doing it too and passed away.
Yeah. I can't imagine those people that actually go inside and try to rescue. That just
How scary is this? Like, you're a firefighter. You're going to a burning building with an airplane on top of it.
sounds crazy. Just sounds crazy.
That's hard. Like, and
You know,
then try
you
to
gotta
think.
be so fucking brave. It's like, you know what I mean? Once you see it, it's huge, right? It's not small. It's fucking towering over you,
Right.
and you have to go like,
When they came down, was like 3-4 blocks of smoke, right? Completely darkness. And they saw the first one came down. They came out, got angry, went right back in there for the second one, even though the first one just came down.
that takes some balls, man.
I remember the place was burning for like months. Like debris still have fires and shit. That have like heat and everything. and go there and remove the debris and try to see if anybody's still alive. It's tough. It's rough. It's not easy. And I hope that every time I make these episodes, people remember, people respect, people know that we survive a very hard time for those people. And this should be in the history book. I don't know if it's in a history book yet, but it should be.
It is. It is in it. They ask you, when you get your, if you're not a citizen, they ask you that question.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they ask you what happened in on 9/11, September 2001.
Really? Because I,
Yep.
I was citizen after that, but I got asked that question.
Yeah, you get asked. You have to know.
Yeah, I hope that people remember it's in the history book and people study that one day United States
Oh
was
yeah,
more united than ever.
yeah. But that one day lead to years of war. You know what I mean?
True, but I believe that's because it's after, right? When we went there, when we started, it was the right mind, the right mindset, and the right reason. But over time, our country started to get divided again. Now it's no longer the right reason, right? And that's why it was for the right reason, and then it kind of turned into not a right reason. But we can't blame our military for that because they're just following orders.
Yep.
They're fighting there. They are stationed there in such a harsh environment because we told them so. So we can't blame them for it. And it's not. They are soldiers, right? They follow orders. And I'm pretty sure deep inside they do believe that in a way they're still protecting people. Because we have some tough shit. I remember for a while, like people being kidnapped by like Taliban and beheaded and all that stuff. That was rough.
Hmm.
That was rough.
That was nuts.
At least
Like
right
when
now I
you,
don't hear about that kind of stuff anymore. But at that time, that period of time was world
uh-huh.
was a mess.
Dude, I remember I just watched a video and when the Taliban just fucking go around just shooting everybody, just shooting everybody they see. It's nuts, dude. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, it's rough. Thinking about it makes me feel heavy, but not my weight. I know I'm overweight right now, but it feels heavy. Yeah. Whenever 9/11 shows up, I'm like, shit, it's that time already. It's another year.
Well, then now we have another war that we're not in.
Well, it kind
Imagine
of
how those,
is. We kind
you
of
know,
are, yeah.
yeah, but imagine how those people feel, you know? They're like, what the fuck? We didn't do anything. What happened?
Greed. That war came off absolutely from greed. That Russia feel like they need to have control. They need to have extra land that's not part of their country right now. They feel like they need to do more. Putin feel like to stay in control, he has to continue to do dumb shit. Yeah, it's all from greed.
Just
I'm
sad, you know?
surprised Putin didn't run out of money yet.
Isn't he backed up by some communist country?
Oh, China, North
Yeah,
Korea. Yeah.
yeah,
But still, he's running out of money. I thought he was running out of money. But at the same time, right now, Syria is out of greed too. This could have been
exactly.
settled, but they're fighting a free war, so they want more land back.
I heard and I hear, I keep hearing the thing. I think it's kind of working out for them too. If they try to dethrone the dollar with some fucking what other currency they trying to make? Some
They try
six
to
other
use
country
yen.
that try.
They try to use yuan, Chinese
Are they
currency.
trying to use that?
Yeah. China tried to make a lot of country use yuan, but which is dumb because like when they use yuan, they still exchange it to US dollar.
Yeah, I know. That's why they're trying to make their shit grow. I heard I watched something about it.
But yuan is tanking too.
But
Right now it's like 127.2 or something like that. It's tanking.
they're trying to those 6 country or 7 country or whatever trying to not use the dollar as
Yeah,
currency,
they try to use
but I
yuan
think it's
as
like
yuan as major currency, but in the
yeah.
end, all the country that's using that is backed by dollars. It's dumb.
So I don't know how they're gonna do it.
It's politics.
People
Dumb.
say people people say they have a chance of doing it, dethrone the dollar.
It'll be very hard because majority of the country is still backed by dollars,
Mm-hmm.
and dollar is
They're
backed
just
by oil. So the only way to do it is to make sure
I
that
think that
oil is not no
Saudi.
longer
I think that like
just
Dubai and
changing
shit
to
like
yen.
that.
They wanted to change to yen. Yeah.
Yeah, they want to change it. But then that's because the thing is like I don't think that's gonna work because U.S. is starting to be energy dependent as well.
You can't be energy dependent on oil when we don't have oil.
We get it from Alaska,
Still not enough.
or is that the reason why we're switching to electricity?
Electricity still needs to be generated by something, sir.
Yeah, I know, but they could use instead of using it for everything, just use it for that, right?
Well, what do you mean by use it for everything instead of for that?
Like instead of having like a nuclear plant, just focus on that. Like don't use it for cars, manufacture, and stuff like that. Just use electricity,
Yeah,
and then
electricity has to
just
be
build.
generated by something.
Yeah, so you just build electricity grid, a lot of it, a whole bunch of it, and use the oil for those grid.
You know how many do you need to generate that kind of power?
I'm just saying, if they could build enough, they could use the oil just for the electricity grid and convert almost everything that we don't necessarily need oil for.
Okay, let's just talk about this in the dumbest way possible. Okay, Japan has what, 3, 4 nuclear power plant to
Yeah,
power that small of area, and they still need
I'm,
gasoline.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
U.S. have
So
some plan to do it, so I don't know what the
so
hell
I'm
they
just
can
telling you.
plan.
So and then now they're dealing with releasing, those nuclear waste, and it has to store those nuclear waste until half life happens on those things, right? So how many nuclear plants do you think we need for United States to have power efficiency for electricity where we don't need oil?
We just need to fill up we just need to change, get rid of Kelly and just fill that shit up with nuclear plant.
You can't, too far.
But
They're
it have
not
to be
gonna be
like
able
in
to
the
have
middle.
power line that power all the way to like Georgia or Florida.
We have enough land. We just gotta find a spot to put them.
Okay, so you know how much power you will need to power up a freight ship,
See, those things need gasoline. Okay, airplane, boats, and stuff like that need gas.
Right. Okay, so those things need gas, and those things actually take majority of the gas. Actually, oil, right? And then we're talking about cars in the United States. United States probably have more cars than any other country out there.
That's true. Because everybody
So
fucking drive cars.
again, if Japan needs 4, and Japan's the
We just
size
need
of
a
what?
whole state. We just need a whole state full of nuclear plants.
You need more than that, right? Because if you need 4 to fill that small of a country, that's just about
But like
Texas.
one of our
How many
states
do you
could
need
be
for
as big as
Texas?
Japan,
Huh?
right? One of our states is bigger than Japan, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right, which means that you need more, even more power.
Or you could put one in each state.
That's not enough. Have you ever played SimCity? You put one nuclear plant, it's not enough for one
No,
small SimCity.
I never played SimCity.
Okay. One nuclear plant can power one city.
So one for each city.
Okay, one for each city. You know how many cities in the United States?
A lot.
Yeah. You do know that the power plant has to be near water, right? They
We got
use a
water
lot
everywhere.
of water to cool it down. A lot
We
of
got
water.
water everywhere.
It has to be clean water.
Build filter system will work.
Okay. So what if you live somewhere like Nevada?
No, then you have to depend on other city to give you some fucking power.
Well, you need one per city. So what city?
I'm just saying.
Do you know how many states we have that's not bordering water?
There's water somewhere. Just not, there's water somewhere.
Well, I just said you need one per city. All right. Okay. Where you gotta store the nuclear waste?
That's not my problem to deal.
You need to store for
Everybody
like
start
tens of
mutating.
years. The whole
Everybody start
entire Area
mutating.
51
What?
will be just nuclear waste piled to the sky.
They have to find a way to fucking recycle that shit.
No, you can't recycle it. It's radioactive. You gotta wait until that thing's no longer radioactive.
No, they got to figure out a way to recycle it. Once they learn how to recycle that, there gotta be a way, right, to recycle that, and then we good.
Even the one that's cleaned right now still have stuff in there that we cannot get rid of.
I'm just saying, we could somehow, some way recycle that. That'd be great.
Everyone is gonna turn to Hulk with the
Well, at
amount
least
of
we'll be
radiation
strong.
that thing's creating. One per city.
We definitely gonna have aliens.
Right? You have crazy shit. You know, people walking out with like the muscles turning green and everything starts to glow in the dark because how much nuclear plant we have. And even in Japan, they have 4, right? They still have other method of generating energy. That's not 4 is not enough.
I'm just saying, they could figure something out.
Somehow, if they figure something out, they would have already done it.
We just don't.
And here's a question:
technology
would you be okay living right next to a power plant?
No.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, even if they figure it out, it doesn't matter. No one want to build one near them.
I don't think you should live near it, man. Just don't fucking live near it. You know?
Right, but you guess I just say one per city. You just say one per city. You know how big a
Yeah,
city
but
is?
you know-
Not very big.
There's some cities. Or it could, like, make a big enough one that could power 2 cities, right?
Yeah, you can make big enough. Now it's even bigger.
Yeah, but at least it's just one.
It releases even more radiation.
But it's just one confined spot, right? Don't fucking live around it. You're good to go.
You can because people have to go to work there.
Well, people have to go to work there no matter what. There's people just working, right? So
That's not the
That's
same
n-
as living right next to it.
make sure
A
they come
city
home
is
clean.
not that okay. Even if it's like 2 cities away, it's still not that far.
It depends how big the city. Okay. Just
Really?
give
Did
us
you
a
just say that?
secluded. Just give us a secluded spot in the city. Just
How big is
fucking don't.
Athens? How big is Athens, Georgia?
Not that big.
Yeah, within what 10 miles each side.
No, it's a little bigger than that.
So you're saying that if I
It's
drive
bigger than
straight 10 miles, I cannot go to the next city?
No, I would say about 20 miles.
20 miles to get to the next city?
Uh-huh.
What's the next city from Athens?
It would be the next city
Okay, let me just put it this way: Texas,
or
right?
the next town.
Next city,
Next city.
city and town, like technically the
You have
same,
to the city. You have to drive to Duluth or Lawrenceville, which is about 45 minutes away.
Right. That's not very far for a nuclear plant. Right? If you think about that, the nuclear plant will be the size of a freaking DFW airport. And right next to it is like what? You got like how many cities right next to it?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you got 5 cities around it, you need five of that size is somewhere just to power those 5.
Condense it, just condense it.
That's still 5 cities there. You need 5.
Or they're working on nuclear fusion that could put out a lot of energy.
You mean no? Nuclear is fusion. You mean
No,
cold
I mean
fusion?
like what? Yeah.
Cold fusion's a myth. It doesn't happen.
You think they're not working on that?
No, that's the whole thing. Is a scam. To generate energy without giving out any temperature.
That'd be nuts, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't happen because energy is temperature.
Yeah, but if they could collect the one that.
You're talking about to do something with 110% efficiency.
Yeah, it'd be nuts.
It would be
gotta work
nuts.
on that.
That's why when somebody came up with it, they're like, "Oh my god, free energy!"
So instead of using the energy that collided, use the energy that let out.
Yeah, it let out because it collided.
Yeah, I know, but when you collided, you have heat, so you disperse energy. But that energy that came out.
That's what we're collecting right now. That's called nuclear.
No, we're collecting the one that collided.
Right. When they collide, they explode. And that's the energy.
That's what we're doing. But we need to make the one that.
I think you need to do a little research on what cold fusion is. It's not that. What you're saying right now is nuclear.
Yeah, I gotta do more research then.
Yeah. Right now,
because I remember I'm reading something that I was reading something about that instead of nuclear energy, they use something else.
Yeah, all those are pretty much bullshit. That's why we don't have it.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Energy hasn't changed for the last how many years?
We didn't get there yet. Relax. Okay, we got more technology to go.
Oh, I'm asking you, how many years have we not changed energy?
Since the beginning of time.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. We haven't changed energy for like what, 100 years? Still the same shit. I don't think we need fact checking for this because it's pretty much true. If we have something new, we have used it by now.
It's not ready yet. It's out there, but it's not ready yet. Okay.
Yeah, the only thing we changed is the type of battery we use for alkaline to lithium. And we changed hydrogen car, which is not widely available because it's not efficient.
Yeah, the hydrogen car, man.
Not efficient.
It could work though.
And they made an airplane out of battery too.
Yeah, that's not gonna fucking, bro.
It flew.
It flew, but the thing is, like, how long?
Long enough to fly, but the problem is that it's not efficient. Because
You still have to recharge it. It takes so much. It takes so much to get off the fucking ground.
If it takes 2 hours to charge your car, how long would it take to charge an airplane? We'll run 1 flight per day because this airplane is being charged right now. It will be available tomorrow.
Well, at least you won't get delayed.
Oh, you'll definitely get delayed because they break.
You get time,
You know, they're like, oh, sorry, the battery has failed, so today's airplane flight is canceled.
Hey, I'm sorry we got cut our flight short because it's cold. It take a long time to warm up our battery. It take more battery than we thought.
Sorry, we're charging, and apparently someone was on the airplane playing PlayStation 5, so all that is done. Yeah, not gonna happen. Science advancement so far has only improved life, but has not replaced it. Has not resolved a problem. Really, it hasn't. Like, I don't think there is any science invention recently that has solved the problem rather than improving life.
Solving the problem is to get around it, right?
No, that's
No,
not solving the problem.
I'm just saying.
It's like, hey, I have a problem. What's your problem? I have ED. Oh, just get around it. Never fuck a person. You got around it. That's not solving the problem. You still have ED.
I'm don't fuck the wrong person.
No, you don't get to fuck, period. You have ED.
You solve it.
No, you just say get around it. You get around it is never do it again.
It's you solved it. Don't do it. You know,
No, you
don't
didn't
do the
solve it.
mistake.
You put the problem in a box, closed it, locked it up, and put it away.
Yeah, come back to it when it's solved.
No, no. That's not called solving the problem. You know, that's like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. That's like the vet come back full of issues. Instead of providing what they need, they're like, we got medical system, you can go try to sustain. They don't solve your problem. You just get worse. They come back, they're like, okay, I went to serve in the military for 20 years. I got no money, no job, nothing. They're like, okay, you can go to a place to look for a job. You can go to the hospital on your own, schedule time. That's not solving the problem. That's like, I got tools there. Go solve your own. No, you got no power? We got power plants in Japan. Maybe you can go get some energy from there. Oh, you don't want to build nuclear? Borrow power from Georgia. They got plenty. They got 55, nuclear plants there. That's not solving the problem.
Solving problem is to build more nuclear plants.
No, it's not. That's band-aiding a problem. You put a
Fixed
band-aid on it.
energy,
Underneath still hurts.
but it's gonna be fixed for a little bit. And
What
soon
she
up
said.
that band-aid, that band-aid, sooner or later, that wound gonna heal.
No, you're scarred.
But it will be healed.
Would you call that healed? Or would you call that scarred?
It's scarred, but it's healed. There's no more damage to it. You
No,
can't.
there's damage to it. You can tell that there's a damage to it.
Yeah, but it's good though. Like it's fine. You're not bleeding no more.
So you think that getting a line right here like that, it's a scar, but it's healed. It's totally fine. No one's gonna look at you funny.
Well, no, but the thing is, like, at least you have a face, right?
Yeah, but it's not good as new.
No, it's not. But you're not
It didn't
missing
solve
half
my
of it.
problem. It doesn't solve my problem. Solve my problem. Get rid of the scar. Solve my problem.
If you want to hear your scar, you have to wait for reverse aging.
Now they have to go on pirate ship. Jesus Christ. Well, anyways, I'm done with my cigars. I hope everybody took the opportunity to remember, to respect, to pay respect, and also lighten up a little bit, because I know it's heavy, it's tough. I hope everybody took the opportunity to at least honor one and continue to remember in a lighter, more comfort for the night. Right? So we'll do that. Of course, next year, same place, same time again. We'll remember them again. So with that said, That's it for this show. When I go record our podcast, I'll see you guys at regular time, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Bye, guys.
All right, see ya.